Welcome to the I Hate Critics Movie Review Podcast 1994. I am professional film critic Sean Patrick. With me is MJ.
Hello.
Amy.
Hello.
Sponsor?
Oh, it's the Pontiac Fiero, the king of beers.
It's everyone's first DUI is in a Fiero.
Why is that true? Because it is. It just is.
Each week we talk about movies from 30 years ago.
Yep.
We're going to start with Brain Scan, the 1995 sci-fi horror film starring that breakout character that everybody still talks about today, the
Eddy.
Trickster.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Eddie Furlong.
Well, there's a rule that says that if the Trickster's not in the room, you have to be talking about the Trickster.
Wait.
All characters have to talk about the Trickster. You have to know everything about the Trickster.
When did it say that? Because I watched the same movie as you did, and I don't remember that.
MJ, I'm sure the pop culture penetration of Brain Scan, even though you've not seen it, you've heard of the Trickster.
It's okay to say no.
No.
Amy, show them a picture of
the Trickster.
Of the Trickster.
Let's see, not the band Trickster, right?
No,
okay.
it's Trick, Trick, Stir.
Trickster.
Whereas Trickster the band is Trxter,
Yeah,
like the cereal.
yeah, Trickster. None of these are correct. I will do that again. It is.
It is the.
I know that Trickster.
The Trickster.
That's
I love
yeah,
that
exactly.
Trickster.
That's a different one.
There's another Trickster.
Yeah,
There's multiple Tricksters. There's the Trickster from Supernatural that isn't actually the Trickster. He's actually the Archangel Gabriel.
the Tricksters from Doctor Who.
There is the Tricksters from Doctor Who. That's what I was going to say next.
Yep. And this is a Trickster from Brain Scam.
Oh,
He's pretty, isn't he?
he's an interesting guy.
You know what? There's an actress in this movie,
Yes.
Amy Hargreaves. I know, right? Right?
What?
I know.
Oh my God.
Tell
that's
me about it.
insane.
Yeah, they're showing an inside joke on a podcast. That's right.
Somebody will
An
get
inside joke that I'm not even a part of.
Hey, if you know what? If you just sit down and watch Umbrella Academy fucking once,
it.
you'd
haven't
understand.
Watched it with us. You
Exactly.
Watch it with us.
He refuses to watch it with us. He absolutely refuses.
The Trickster is played by T. Ryder Smith,
Mm.
who's again the actor of his time. He was
like the Jurgen Prochnow.
He was the Jurgen
yeah.
Prochnow of 1994.
That's
Everybody
right.
still talks about T. Ryder Smith today.
I just got out my fan club card from the T. Ryder Smith fan club.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks great.
Oh, I was like number 44. It was awesome.
Ooh.
You got it on the ground floor.
I really
Yeah.
did. That's how I got to meet him
Oh.
and subsequently sleep with him, which was odd because he was in full makeup.
Oh.
But ground floor. That's all I'm saying.
Ladies love the Trickster.
Ladies love the Trickster.
LL Trickster.
Oh my God. Probably get to the point where he's really fucking ugly in this movie. That's all I'm saying.
The Brain Scan is about MJ starring as the character Michael.
Yes.
He looks insanely like you.
Like, I posted it on our Facebook. I'm like, this is uncanny.
You showed it to their mother.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
And even Jen was like, yep, that seems about right. Because of my poorly drawn glasses that I think really
Mm.
put sent it home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So, see, I know I posted it over here.
So
There it is.
Ah, yes.
That is MJ's official podcast photo.
That's right. From now on, that's when my phone rings. I want that picture to show up. So, I mean, and here's the thing. Eddie Furlong, great looking kid, real handsome. So there you go. I think it's a nice match. It's just funny that not only that, but like you do dress like a 90s teenage boy. So that really works out in your favor too. So I think it all works out. Yeah, Eddie Furlong, if only he could live up to like how we just hyped him up, because he's a horrible actor. Opposite of Fuzzy.
Michael, he likes horror stuff. He runs a horror club at his high school, and he gets the chance to. He's reading through a magazine, and he finds this code that allows you to play a new game, which is called Brain Scan.
His best bud.
His best bud found that.
Yeah.
Kyle.
Buddies forever, man.
Buddies forever.
Buddies forever.
Don't you go around saying that, MJ, all the time to your friend? Hey.
Oh, yeah.
Buddies forever.
Hey.
Buddies forever.
Hey, you.
Totally.
It's like a big 90s thing,
It's like
too.
Amy's thing before that, before she ever heard Buddies Forever, she was always going around, hey, man, Jesus, bro.
It's true. I'm a big Jesus freak.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody knows it.
Especially,
Hey, Amy.
the clock.
Jesus, bro.
I mean, every time. I should have had that tattooed on my palm.
Yeah.
So I could just.
But yeah, this guy Kyle always says buddies forever. That's literal dialogue from this movie.
And if you saw them,
Fantastic.
they look least likely to say buddies forever kind of thing.
Because Eddie Furlong is a legit 16 years old and Kyle is 22.
Which is so
Yeah.
weird.
Because why not?
Yeah.
I guess.
And the girl he's sleeping with is 23.
Even weirder.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
That was an uncomfortable love scene. Anyway, he's reading Fangoria. He finds a code for brain scan. He plugs it into his computer, which is like a very modern computer. It's like a computer you can have today.
Yeah, but
like he's interacting with it like it has an AI assistant.
it's like think of Max Headroom. You know what I mean? Like I got a lot of that vibe in this movie. I thought this was like kind of a cross of Max Headroom and the Leprechaun. Which I think is a terrible, but I mean, you know what I mean when I say that. It's
He's
weird.
got that weird fucked up face.
Exactly.
And,
Yeah. And his computer screen is about as big as my laptop, but it's the TV itself or the monitor itself is so fucking big because it's like got a huge box built around it. So it gives you the illusion that it's big, but really it's about looking at your phone. I don't get it.
He watches everything happen on television, essentially. Brain scan goes right into your brain, and the premise of the game is that you can go into the body of a serial murderer and experience what the serial murderer is experiencing as they're serial murdering people.
Yeah.
Oh, lovely.
Except
there's
There's a butt.
there's
Okay.
a twist. You're actually committing the murder.
You have no idea that you're actually committing the murders, but you are. You think you're in a game simulation, but you're actually going to people's houses and killing them.
So we see him go to somebody's house and he stabs the guy to death, and then they finds out the next day there's a dead guy in his neighborhood. Is like, how'd that happen? I don't know how that could be possible.
Well, that's kind of weird. Well, I guess I'll just go back to play this game.
That's when the trickster shows up and explains the premise.
And he is, like, gotta say, I will hand it to him. That guy's got charisma. He really does.
He's got the riz.
He's got the riz.
Oh.
He really does. And that will be the last time I ever say that.
I wanted to see your skin crawl. It was fun.
The riz.
Yeah.
So I guess me saying I have riz hurts you. It hurts you a little.
Anybody saying
saying
that
it,
they
yeah.
have Riz is
Trickster
painful.
Trickster is an it boy. You know,
Okay.
when the trickster walks into the room, you know he's the trickster.
You know he's the trickster.
And he has taken over the room that he's in.
Oh my God.
He lights up the room when he walks in. He really does. He has a smile that glows. Skin that glows. Hair that glows.
Everything glows, apparently. This is
No, who is
a lot of
Andrew
glowing.
Kevin Walker?
Andrew Kevin Walker is the screenwriter of Seven, David Fincher.
Okay.
He's a beloved and famed screenwriter who somehow also wrote this movie.
That is I don't understand. I don't understand.
I think he just did the script and then walked away, and then John Flynn actually just made the movie that he felt like he could make.
Just walked in and just took a shit right on the script and said, "Fuck you, all right, I'll rewrite the thing."
I also had Brian Owens also co-wrote the movie, so I imagine Owens must have been the one on set, not my. I'm hoping that's the case because Andrew Kevin Walker is one of the great screenwriters to ever work. I mean, the man's credits are incredible, but this is not a movie that anyone wants on their resume. Yeah, Seven is one of the great detective movies of all time. David Fincher is just a legend. But he did The Killer, which is not a bad movie. I love Sleepy Hollow. Sleepy Hollow is a very underrated movie. I know a lot of people don't like Johnny Depp. Fine, whatever. Still a great movie.
Yeah.
But like, he's got a series of pretty amazing credits that date back to somehow this.
Somehow this. Do you feel like you really missed out on the movie?
I've barely heard any about it already, and already I'm like, wow, this was a movie.
Over 4 nights. Like the first night, he gets the kid to go and commit the murder. The second night, he gets the kid to go out and hide evidence of the murder, which only creates more evidence that he has to get the next night on the third night.
It's fun.
So he's going through all this, and then he finds out there's a witness.
Oh, no.
Someone might have witnessed what he did. But do you know who it is?
It was a dog, wasn't it?
No, it was not a doll.
It was a dog,
Was it his best friend?
It was his buddy forever. It was Kyle.
Not Kyle.
And so Kyle gets brutally murdered off screen.
Oh.
Which I think is hilarious when you say something like that, but go ahead.
It had to be hard for him to find out that Buddies Forever was dead.
Well,
but guess who also witnessed the murder?
The dog.
No, the girl he weirdly was watching from his room through the
Yeah, he's a peeping Tom. We should have told you that. Like, that happened at the beginning, but
One of
also...
the first things, again, we're going to have this problem with the other movie we talked about, is that everybody in the 90s is a fucking creep, but they're also the protagonist of the movie you're watching.
Right.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with the screenwriting guild back in the day, where it's like, we want to demonstrate that let's make sure everybody knows he's not gay.
He's not gay.
He's not gay, guys.
Get those titties out. He's not gay.
We're going to prove his hetero, credentials by having him spy on the girl next door through a telescope.
The way that we watched that, too, we just kept thinking, oh, this movie didn't age well. Like, which is our go-to line when it comes to any movie in the 90s. It really...
Honestly.
But then we find out that the girl he's spying on knows that he's spying on her.
That's her kink.
So she's taking her bra off. Yeah.
She likes being watched by him.
Which is so creepy.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, you missed a good one. That's all we're saying.
Apparently, I don't know.
But unfortunately for her, she also is a witness.
Yep.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
She too must be killed.
She's going to have to die. So it'll be up to Michael to decide if he kills her or if he's going to try and save her and sleep with her. Which is the greater drive? Wanting to fuck her or wanting to kill her to save himself?
Why not both? Drink Bud Dry. God, I have all sorts of beer themes. Like, what are they? Taglines in my head today. I don't know why.
Just on the beer.
I know.
On the beer today.
I'm on the beer. I'm on the sauce. Guys, she's on the sauce again.
So Eddie Furlong
Doesn't care.
He doesn't seem to want to have made this movie.
You know what? I think we could tell that in the movie, oddly enough.
Yeah, he just didn't have any kind of investment in this. He was so bored.
We laughed out loud at one point. There was one one read that he did in his bedroom. And he's yelling at the trickster, and we both started laughing because it was the most unbelievable. You immediately were out of the movie at that point. You're like, this is just a joke. No, this is all just funny. I don't believe the acting at all in this.
He's so bad, and he doesn't seem to give a fuck.
I don't think he does. Yeah.
His line deliveries when he's supposed to be upset about something, like, oh, I don't want to kill anybody. We can't kill anybody. Look, trickster, I'm not going to kill anybody.
He's a pussy for one. And he whines through the whole fucking thing. Nothing against pussies, because, hey, I've got lots of friends that are pussies, and I love them. You know what I mean? It's fine, but just saying. By 90s standards, like the 90s hand job, this is a 90s pussy. That's all I'm saying. Which, by the way, merch is coming soon. So.
Oh my God, no. What are you talking about?
I have my logo for the 90s hand job, which no one did anything with.
You were supposed to give it to Jeff.
Oh, that's right. It's on the fridge right now. I'll just go over to Redbubble and steal some people's designs. Jesus.
So, the director hated working with Edward Furlong.
Are you serious?
He did. He was like, he did. Yeah. John Flynn and Eddie Furlong did not get along during filming. He later recalled, quote, Eddie Furlong was a 15-year-old kid who couldn't act. You had to slap him awake every morning. I don't want to get into knocking people, but I was not a big Eddie Furlong fan.
I'm a fan of that, though.
Just walking over to a 15-year-old and just slapping them every day.
Slap them away. Jesus Christ, that's fucking funny. Holy shit. Wow.
Get up, fucker, we're making a movie.
Hey, did we pay for this movie? Did you?
I think I might have. I don't know.
Oh, I just found it for free.
Oh, nice. No, maybe not. I don't think so.
Mm.
I don't recall though. You liked the soundtrack.
I did like the soundtrack because it had Primus on it.
Primus doing the Trickster's theme song.
Which, I don't know what they paid you, Primus, but I think you could have done better.
He was supposed to get a chance to sing the entire song. He was like supposed to be able to have a big musical scene where he sang that entire song. And I think they might have did it over the credits.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Hang on, I'm copying the link to the original trailer for our Facebook so everybody can at least get a little taste of Brain Scan.
One thing to know about Brain Scan is that everyone in 1994 was a fan of Aerosmith. Literally, the Buddies Forever, they both had Aerosmith posters.
And the girl had a fucking Get a Grip poster, too. You know what pisses me off? Here's the thing. In Eddie Furlong's fucking room, he's got Aerosmith, Get a Grip, fucking posters everywhere. And then out of no fucking where, he's got Pleased to Meet Me, the Replacement's greatest album of all time, over above his bed. No, the two do not meet. You're not a fan of 90s era Aerosmith and 80s era Replacements. Fuck you, Eddie Furlong, and fuck you, this movie, for doing that to me. Sorry. I'm okay.
I was a fan of both.
No, you weren't. You didn't even know who Replacements were back then. No one gave a shit about the Replacements except for people like me whose heart was broken. Just saying. Well, actually, you probably did know who Paul Westerberg is because you did actually like the single soundtrack. Not the point. This movie fucked me over with it. And I fucking hate that era of fucking Aerosmith. It's one of the worst eras of all time.
Hard disagree. Living on the Edge is a great song.
Oh,
Love
God.
Living on the Edge.
I just...
Crazy, Crying, fucking awesome songs. Those songs are great.
Chili.
Fucking Eat the Rich, hell yeah. Modern day anthem, fuck yes.
What are you talking about?
Eat the Rich is literally the first song on Get a Grip and should be our theme song.
It's not our theme song.
Eat the Rich, absolutely.
It's not our theme song. I'm putting my foot down.
Amy loves Elon Musk. This is how she...
Oh. Look, I am not Katy Perry. I do not have one of those piece of shit cars. Elon Musk is fucking amoeba.
Shout out to Drew Gooden. Great video.
Great video. Great video on Tesla.
All those giant trucks that he created got recalled.
That is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard.
They had to recall all of them because they were falling apart.
There's one dude who's like, yeah, my roof keeps leaking. You know, there's like a giant hole right in there.
But at least my car's bulletproof.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And my door handles go in. And my car looks like something out of 1987, but that's fine.
You know, the Trickster would love the Tesla truck.
He would have created it because essentially he is Elon Musk of the 90s right there.
I mean, Elon Musk does want to put things in your brain like Brain Scan does.
Of course he does.
That Neuralink is basically just Brain Scan.
Oh my God, you're right.
The Trickster predicted Neuralink.
I feel like the trickster himself, T-Writer, whatever his name is.
So you want to know the big twist, MJ?
Oh, totally.
It was all a dream.
Now you want to see it, don't you? Now you want to go back and watch it.
Yep.
So he wakes up on the fourth night having defeated the Trickster by not killing his girl that he likes. And he finds out that his buddies forever is still alive, and the guy he was supposed to have killed was still alive, and the cops aren't even looking for him.
Ah.
And then he goes and then he bangs hard.
Bangs hard. He bangs hard.
Girl, the 23-year-old love interest.
Weird. So
Those
weird.
poor 23-year-old actors having to just go at it with this 16-year-old boy.
Oh,
Amy Hargreaves.
that's uncomfortable.
Well, and beyond that, though, too, in the middle of this, what's going to be sexy time, the trickster comes in and then just proceeds to eat him, eat Eddy Furlong. And then, like, the two become one, like the Spice Girl song, just like the Spice Girl song. And
that was supposed to be a much gorier effect.
and it wasn't. It looked like somebody, somebody made it on their, Dell computer in 1997.
It's 1994.
That's what I'm saying.
So it was ahead of its time.
No, it just never got better. The Dell computer never got better, is what I'm saying. But no, it looked horrible. It was hard to watch, especially like as his mouth was stretching out, taking Eddy Furlong's head into his mouth.
Mm-hmm.
Although it looks like T. Ryder here has a big enough mouth to do that. I mean, it's gigantic. But
We haven't even mentioned that Frank Langella's in this movie.
I was almost kind of like avoiding it because I don't want his legacy to be part of this movie. I like Frank Langella.
Why was he in this? Well, he was the detective who was investigating. I guess BrainScan creates its own detective in your head, and they chose Frank Langella to play the detective.
And then to kill him? I mean, or no, he doesn't even kill him, does he? No, he does. He shoots Trickster, doesn't he? No, he shoots Eddy, who has Trickster inside of him.
Right.
Yeah.
Mm.
But then it was all a dream.
It was all a dream. Much like Patrick Duffy in Dallas. That we all remember. Looking at you, MJ.
Do you have a favorite It's All a Dream ending of a show or a movie?
I've seen a couple of them, but none are coming to mind right now. It's a big trope, though. Damn.
Oh, I mean, I think the worst one is Twilight. The ending of the Twilight movie. Was it Breaking Dawn Part 2? Where
I fucking forgot about
they
that.
did that whole battle scene, and then we wake up and it's all just Michael Sheen's dream, and everybody's alive.
Oh, he's absolutely. I totally forgot about that. And you know what? That is the only time I will shit on Michael Sheen because the man is a god, and I love him so much.
It was so fucking lame.
Yeah,
though.
but what about the acting choice that he had in those movies, though? You made an active choice to act bad in a movie. I don't get it. And very Faye, which I'm all for Faye, but like badly Faye. It's like what matinee of summer stock kind of shit. It's terrible. It was terrible. Anyway,
he was also in Underworld, so there you go.
Oh, isn't that where he met his wife?
It's possible.
Tangents. I just posted over at our website at our website, which is called www.facebook.com.
Yes.
I just posted the trailer for BrainScan.
That's not how websites work.
That's
Just claim it and it's yours.
It's mine. If Drew can have YouTube, I get Facebook. That's just how it's going to go. But of course, you won't know that until you listen to this.
Mhm.
And by then, it could be a week.
Did you post there asking people what their favorite It Was All a Dream ending was?
Oh, no. I don't know. I don't really engage that way, but I probably should.
You might try.
I feel like no one cares. People, go over to our Facebook. It's facebook.com/criticaltyrants94. Please go over and check that out. We need your help. We want your money. Anyway, are we done with that fucking movie? Because it was horrible. Too bad.
I don't think we want to move on to the next one anymore.
I don't know. I kind of enjoyed today's movie.
Maybe we need to warn people of today's movie.
Oh, God. How do you do that?
Trigger
the
warning,
public.
Stephen Baldwin.
Stephen Baldwin. That's all you need. A moist, greasy Stephen Baldwin. His hair is so greasy.
You think that's what they told the hairdresser to do to him? It was like, can you make his hair really, really greasy?
It's like, he's like, you know what? I can do that on my own. Give me 5 seconds and a 90s hand job, and I will be ready. Ready. I'm bringing back the 90s hand job. Fuck you guys, I'm doing it. I got the noise. All right.
Didn't she give him a 90s hand job in the bathtub?
Yeah. Jesus Christ, fuck this movie. So yeah, it's Stephen Baldwin, the lessest of the Baldwins, if that's possible.
I would rather have Daniel.
I would.
That's that. What does that tell you?
And he's like a honey ham, that one. Yeah. So rather have Daniel. Josh Charles, who I
haven't said the title yet.
I don't care.
Threesome.
No, I was gonna lead up. God, I'm gonna start scripting these out so you shut the fuck up when I'm trying to do stuff.
What were you saying?
Doesn't matter now. It's over. Threesome. It stars Lara Flynn Boyle and some hot guy with a big nose, and I really like him, and that's it. And I hate this movie. Thanks for ruining it.
There's everything.
That's all. That's all I get.
Written and directed by Andrew Fleming, based off of his own experience.
Really?
That's what he says.
That's weird. I'm sorry you had to go through that, Andrew.
Back in the day, they go to college and they're in a dorm where you're supposed to be only dudes in this dorm, and but somehow a girl named Alex gets mistaken as a dude in the paperwork.
See, because it's a dude's name,
and because Alex, that's amazing.
That's a dude name.
Alex Kingston.
Wait, is that her name in this?
No.
Oh, I would be like,
no, I'm just saying
awesome.
there are plenty of women named Alex.
Exactly.
Yes.
Fucking Alex Kingston. Gorgeous Alex Kingston. Who we love. Yeah. That I guess screw any Terry, Tony, Chris. I mean, any sexually ambiguous name.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh, just throw them in this dorm. I don't think that's how that works. I feel like you'd have to give, something. Well, I mean, back then we usually had to mark off if we were male or female and that kind of shit. How would they even throw her in there maybe her name's not Alexandra. It's just Alex.
It is just Alex. Yeah.
Jesus. I fuck y'all. I don't
So Alex gets assigned a dorm room with these two morons.
Already a weak premise, but that's
Stuart, played by Stephen Baldwin, and
Stuart.
Eddy, played by Josh Charles. Eddy is asexual at first, and then slowly becomes bisexual and maybe homosexual. He can't really figure. Like I said, I've always said that sexuality is a spectrum, and he's just happens to occupy somewhere in the middle.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Be you, man. Except don't be like you are in this fucking movie, you asshole.
Yeah, let's be less of that.
He's like one of those guys who was afraid to come out as gay, and so they would up the misogyny and a little extra on the other side to try and convince people that they're not gay.
Yep.
This movie will sexual harass you.
Yes.
We all felt violated when it was over.
It was uncomfortable.
Well, here's the thing. So it seems like all three of these atrocious characters, none of them were consenting to any sexual advancement at all.
No. Stephen Baldwin was consenting to all sexual advancement.
Okay.
He was a raging hard-on.
The words were not there.
Well, but there was the point where it was him and
Eddy.
Yeah, and that didn't seem. No, he didn't. He wasn't trying there. Everybody was being bad in this. Everyone was being bad.
It's just that screenwriting thing where you know how you're supposed to introduce your characters in a way that makes them likable. This does the opposite of that. They introduce each character by making them be their worst self. So Josh Charles walks into his new dorm room and meets his new roommate who is sitting on the fucking toilet with the door open. And I thought this was going to be a single. Fuck! Slam the door.
I really thought, in a movie like this, they should just put a card up on the screen that lists all the horrible things about this character so you would know ahead of time. We didn't have trigger warnings back in the 90s. We just got sat on the face by these idiots.
Not true. The poster said Stephen Baldwin.
I need you to be more clear. Am I going to have to see all of Stephen?
You did. You did.
It was none of my business. My eyes were harassed. Everything about this, your poor ears were harassed.
It was horrible. Oh my God. No, I can't. I can't.
So there's this whole thing, that whole first moment of establishing that they all, I guess, have attraction or they're attracted to one another.
Yeah, in some way or another.
But she really hits the ground running.
Oh.
And just starts running the fuck after Josh Charles. And,
She commits a sexual assault.
Yes.
She does.
I mean-
A couple of times.
She just...
Even in the library on the fucking table, to me, that's no different than a guy opening up his jacket and just jerking off right in front of me. It may as well have been the same
That's
thing.
basically what she did.
Honestly.
Just lays down on a library table and starts humping it while he's reading a book to her. What was he reading?
Was it? It wasn't Catcher in the Rye.
No, it wasn't Catcher in the Rye. But that's the thing. It's another thing this movie does is just drop the names of like supposedly intelligent books to tell you just how smart these characters are. And when they're not demonstrating any of these characteristics whatsoever.
We find out later.
Oh, no. They read Nathaniel Hawthorne, so they're brilliant. Don't worry about it. Don't ask any questions.
She also, she comes close to climax when she hears big words.
Oh, God.
And what
It was
a
terrifying.
character trait that was. You know what I mean?
Encephalopathy.
Oh, God. And she's like, concupiscence.
Like, what? What
Which
does
means-
that mean?
It means sexual attraction.
Did you look it up? I'm sorry. I have to look that up now.
Yeah.
Concubine. You dumb fucking idiot. Concubescence. Oh, here. Concupiscence. Strong sexual desire or lust.
Oh
You
my
looked
God.
it up. You looked it
It's in
up.
the IMDb trivia. There you go.
Oh, my God.
Concupiscence.
Dude.
That's supposed to be a big joke for you super intelligent people out there.
Yeah. The rest
Oh,
of us-
because they're having sex while when he said they're having sex.
that's
right.
Because she's coming to that, and Stephen Baldwin's going down on her, and all I'm thinking is,
Meanwhile,
I will never eat
Josh
again.
Charles is just oblivious to the fact that she is. In his mind, I guess she's jerking off.
Which is so weird.
I guess she's just fingering herself while talking to him, and he's like, "Yeah, big words. Yeah, sure. Why do you need them? I don't care." Meanwhile, we know that Stephen Baldwin is just eating that pussy, just down there, just
It's
going
happening.
crazy.
He's gnashing, smashing with his face.
Ugh.
Are you okay?
I'm thoroughly disturbed
Do you like
by...
your emotional support doll?
I...
Nicolas Cage pillow. Do you need that?
Oh, yeah.
Nicolas Cage can't hurt you. That's the best thing about Nicolas Cage. He can't hurt you.
He's not real.
He's
He's
not
in
real.
trouble for
So
him.
I mean, it's
He's
fine.
great. I just mess with
Aw.
his face a little bit.
Hey,
It's
yeah,
all
just
good.
take his eyes off sometimes. That's the
Mhm.
best pillowcase you ever got me. Thank you, Sean.
Mhm.
The Nicolas Cage pillow.
Fantastic.
You can have it too online. Jesus came with you and on his mind. Just want to read that to you. Jesus came with you on his mind.
This is why. Why is that a
I
thing?
said that to you because you were rubbing Nicolas Cage's face. Anyway, so this movie continues to appall and and hurt.
It's all building up to the title, which is a threesome.
It just wouldn't happen fast enough. Because I remember reading in the IMDb, it's like, and ultimately they have the threesome, and then they go their separate ways. I'm like, could that happen in the middle of the movie?
But they learned so much from each other.
No, they didn't. This could have been an email.
This entire movie could have been,
Could have been an email. I want one of those guys that comes on and just tells you the gist of what the whole post is. TLDR, this could have been an email. Yeah.
So the Josh Charles character doesn't know he's gay when he arrives in college. Or is he gay? We don't.
I thought he was.
I don't even. Is that even? I guess it's thoroughly. Is it? It's like concrete at the end, like when he talks about his boyfriend, and then Lara Flynn Boyle's character is like, "Oh, your boy." She just like totally negates him.
Yeah, she's like,
Yeah.
you need a woman. I can change you. No, bitch. No, you
That's
fucking
not
can't.
how sexuality works. at all.
No. Oh my God. I think of all the people that I know that if they heard that, I mean, again, we don't have to worry about boycotting this film. Fuck this movie. No one went and saw it anyway. It doesn't matter. But like, how dare you? And then not only that, but then we flip it, and Josh Charles does that to Stephen Baldwin's character.
Just like presumes he's gay and tries to goad him into sex.
Unbelievable, unfucking believable. And so, I mean,
Josh Charles style.
Yeah,
as they call it,
which is I want to, there was a very Paul Rudd life in that character. Like, I could see Paul playing him. I guarantee you Paul was up for that role. I guarantee you he was. He got Clueless instead, which we all are grateful for. No, I mean, I don't know if he was or not. Anyway, just the delivery of all the lines, everything about the characters, they were all horrible.
Yeah.
All horrible. It wasn't a redeeming quality, except for Stephen Baldwin saying, hey, the guy just needs some cock. And I'm like, okay, there it is.
Yeah.
Well said.
The most progressive character in the movie is Stephen Baldwin.
It's Stephen Baldwin. Mr. Jesus.
Dude,
yeah, I mean, no.
I don't care if you're gay. Have you been butt fucked?
Yeah.
Did you have you fucked somebody in the butt? Have you been butt fucked? Literal dialogue from this movie.
Literal dialogue. I want to meet the man that wrote that dialogue and actually said, you know what, Stephen, I don't want you to veer outside of this at all. I want you to read it exactly as it said on the paper.
I have to believe that Stephen Baldwin came up with that line.
I don't buy that. Stephen Baldwin doesn't have enough anything to come up with anything.
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
So she just repeatedly tries to fuck Josh Charles. Meanwhile, the Baldwin is just coming on himself trying to get to her.
Oh, God.
It's just raging hard on the entire movie.
And we all knew it.
The horniest man on the planet.
Yeah.
It didn't feel good knowing that.
Mm-mm.
I'm pretpretty sure he had sex with a pizza at one point.
And the bottle. That beer bottle.
Yeah.
There's a moment where it's like, okay, I can't decide. Do I like Josh Charles' character? Do I like him because he's the voiceover? He's the most important person, I suppose, in the
POV
threesome.
character.
I don't hate him. He annoys me because, again, like as we start at the beginning of the film and we have Alex, we have her just wanting to just jump his bones and him going, why are you doing that? What are you doing that for? You know,
he's literally sitting there like, you don't know what's happening. Dude.
She is in her bra sitting on your lap.
Yeah.
It's very clear what's happening.
Trying to give you a blowjob and you're like, stop it. What are you doing?
What is it? What are you doing?
What are you doing down there? And the whole time I just like, tell her no. Tell her no. She's assaulting him.
But he's like, how bad do you have to be at context clues to not know what's going on?
Oh my God.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what's happening. I don't know what's happening.
And my dick just fell in her mouth. I don't know. So weird that he's so weird. God. And then it's like, and he's like, I guess we just take it, I mean, that's awful.
But you expect this thing to happen and her to be embarrassed and go, say she's sorry and then kind of come to realize and help him realize who he is. And fucking that never fucking happens.
It never fucking happens.
She just keeps going on about, you just need to have sex with a woman.
With a woman. That'll change everything.
That'll change everything. You will not be gay. You will not be gay. If you just fuck me, you will not be gay.
Which is so absurd.
She thinks she's magic. Like,
that pussy be magic, right? That pussy be magic. It's not. Turns out it's not.
She's like, my father's never had a heart on either. And him and my mom are perfectly happy.
Oh my God. I want to laugh so bad, but I'm still getting over my cold. So now it's just coming out as a cough, a clap, if you will.
Maybe that's it. She's middle class wasp, and like she just assumes that that there's no such thing as sexual attraction, and people just smash together a few times.
Oh, God.
They have a child, and then they're done.
She's the one who thinks that humping was this with your hands. Yeah. No, she. Again, I have a great aversion to saying anything about women that it involves the word crazy, but she is fucking crazy in this movie. Like 1 minute we're kind of funny, 1 minute we're kind of interesting. The next minute you're yelling at me for no reason.
She just flies off the fucking handle.
Fucking handle's flying.
I didn't know where she was going half the time. Like, what are you doing?
She's like she's just as horny as them, I guess. This just constantly wanting to fuck.
Well, then she has this massive freak out. She's just like throwing pillows and stuff in her room and just like, I'm just so tired of guys that I like don't like me back. I'm like, bitch, that was my entire fucking life. Fuck you. I'm 47, you dumb cunt. Life will obviously be better to you in your 20s, but my God. And she's just going on and on and on. And then basically gets her, her rocks off with Stephen Baldwin hitting that shit from behind. No one's business.
No, we did not need that scene.
We didn't need it. We didn't need it.
Fully clothed, banging from behind on the floor.
It's just...
It looked like a bear mauling a person.
It did. Yeah, it did.
Which, by the way, Stephen Baldwin or the bear?
Jeff, we're going to need your confirmation on that. Jesus Christ.
Take the bear.
Stephen Baldwin, when he just stood still in this film, looked like a walking penis.
Because of his stupid haircut.
His stupid haircut. Which, by the way, everyone I went to high school with had that stupid fucking haircut. I can see them all today.
Parted down the middle. Looks like curtains on the side. The bowl cut style cut. Parted in the middle.
Every dude that I knew in high school, and they were walking down the hall, they'd have their fucking Nirvana shirts on, or...
Oh my God, it's so weird that you just said Nirvana.
Why? Because
do you know what day this movie came out? The same fucking day that Kurt died.
Oh my God. You're fucking kidding me.
The same day that Kurt Cobain died, this movie came out.
I remember you and I just getting home from school and turning on MTV, and that was the first thing that popped on. I'll never forget that. Wow. Well, let's not remember Kurt with this movie. Kurt, we're sorry. In the afterlife, wherever you are, you didn't deserve this. Be brought into this fucking movie.
No, he didn't know.
He didn't know. He didn't know. So. God, that's so funny.
Yeah. Wow. This movie is so bad. It's just, there's no redeeming quality to it, is there?
Yeah, Jellyfish's song, My Best Friend, off of the album Spilt Milk, was in this for like 30 seconds, and man, was I in fucking heaven. That's all I'm saying. And then it was over, and then I felt like that deep, searing disappointment in my gut, like somebody just came up and just punched me and said, Amy, go fuck yourself. And then they took the song away, and then I was back to the movie.
Yeah. That's
fun.
Now you're just sad.
Well, that's what, when this movie ended, I looked at both of you and I said, I'm just sad now. This movie upset me. I am. I'm looking at like eyeglass frames that are wacky just so I can get excited about life again, because I'm just sad now because this movie is fucked. This movie's absolutely fucked.
So in the original cut, there was actual like physical intimacy between Stephen Baldwin and Josh Charles.
Really?
Like they made out a little bit. They did other stuff a little bit.
Little butt stuff.
A little butt stuff.
Little butt stuff. I mean, would it have been so wrong to maybe have I don't know. Why do we always, especially in the 90s, have like these gay tropes, but it's always like the really pretty girl. It's always that. I just like, we didn't have like one good gay film aside from maybe a few that a lot of people wouldn't know about. And then they make this shit. Well, it's like, well, we're talking about gay themes. It's kind of gay enough, right? No, it's gay enough for mainstream.
Talking about how you can turn somebody not gay.
Oh my God, that was a huge thing. That was a huge thing. That's not how that works.
No.
The director is a gay man and made this from a gay perspective.
I think that he wrote that woman the way that he did because he hated her. That's the honest to God truth. I think he hated her, and he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna write this character." Like my friend.
As a gay man, I have no experience of women, so I think this is how it is, right?
This is how my.
Let me show this to my straight male friends.
I'm telling you.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Oh yeah. Bitches be crazy. Yeah. You bet. You bet. That works out. All girls are fucking crazy. God. Bitches are crazy.
She's an insane person.
She is an insane person.
This is how you get a Fox News talking head. Is this?
Oh my God. We're going now live to Pauly D. Pauly D, what's your take on foreign policy right now?
That really happened.
That really fucking happened.
Pauly D was on a TV show. You're pretty young, so.
Yeah, you wouldn't remember Jersey Shore, would you? TV show Jersey Shore?
I've heard of it, but I have not.
Jim Tan Laundry?
Jim Tan Laundry.
I feel like I've heard my father say that.
Why does that sound appropriate? Why does that make more sense than it should? God, that's so
A
gross.
little disturbed, but
It's one of those weird things
say it at one point.
for Kevin, MJ's dad, that he's the type of person who says something ironically the first time, but then never stops saying it.
Never
and
stops
thus
saying it.
The irony goes away, and you don't know where the joke is anymore.
Sometimes you gotta lift up the sheets and look. I don't know. Poor Kevin. You know, it's like he tries so hard.
I hope he doesn't watch this podcast. I really hope he's never listened to it.
Well, come on. If he hasn't, he's insane. So fucking funny. And also, everything's all in good fun, except for when it comes to Stephen Baldwin. Nothing is in good fun or in good taste.
That's why from now on we're adding people to the Stephen Baldwin list.
Oh, that's right. We flipped the cunt list on its head and said, you know what? This is the Stephen Baldwin list now. Which I think is totally appropriate.
Have you seen the Stephen Baldwin classic God's Club?
No.
Oh, see, he disavowed this movie because he's a
He's a right-wing
software.
Conservative.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fine.
I bet he would be a great talking head on Fox News.
God's Club is about him being upset that you can't pray in school. And so he starts a prayer club in school to get people to pray in school.
Separation of church and state.
Yeah,
That's cool.
Thanks, evil liberal.
You're probably going to tell me that trans rights are people's rights too, aren't you, you dumb cunt? Yeah, I probably am, Steven. How does it feel to be like a walking penis? You grotesque monster. I'm sorry. I don't normally hate. Yes, I do. For goodness sake.
yeah.
I hate everybody.
It's okay to hate Stephen Baldwin. He hates himself.
He should. He should.
Very much should.
He doesn't know it. He's oblivious to it, but deep down inside, have you ever had a reflective moment?
Oh. So his brother, Alec, is pretty liberal. I wonder if they even talk anymore.
I don't know.
Let's call him.
We call Alec Baldwin?
Hang on, I've got him on speed.
Let me call that New Mexico prison.
Oh! God, we are
At least Steven hasn't killed anybody that we're aware of.
Oh my God. Okay, now you sound like everybody on Reddit. You need to dial it back. Good God. It wasn't his fault. Jeez.
A little bit is.
I can't believe that we're having this conversation. I can't believe we even sat through this fucking movie. We had a choice.
We did.
We could have watched With Honors with the great Brendan Fraser or this piece of shit, which we knew was going to be a piece of shit.
This movie was trending this week because of the release of the movie Challengers with Zendaya.
Did you see it?
It's a great movie. It's really fucking good.
Like, why couldn't we go see that movie?
Because this is not the foremost podcast. This is the secondary podcast.
Sometimes I feel like you don't give us enough attention at all. You ever feel like the redheaded stepchild?
Oh, they'd have to show up regularly for that.
Oh! You are you're burning everybody today. I'm telling you.
No mercy.
No
Nobody's
mercy.
safe in here.
God. Going down, man. Anyway, I wouldn't recommend this movie unless it's to friends of Stephen Baldwin. Then I would say, because he doesn't like this movie. He
really doesn't
it.
want to watch this movie.
So I guess go out and watch this movie.
Because it sees him having sex with a man.
Grabbing somebody else's ass.
Yeah.
Going against God's divine, whatever it was in that book that people have read.
Which version of the book?
The new Kids on the Block. New Kings of Leon. Whatever it was. I don't know. I don't know shit about the fucking Bible.
Nor does Stephen Baldwin, apparently.
Wow. I don't know, read between the lines. I mean, the great thing about the Bible is that you can just interpret it any fucking way you want. That's what I always say,
So Jesus said that a rich man can't get into heaven,
Yeah. Well, but they weren't, rich in a way that, you can explain anything away in that book.
Well, how Kirk Cameron views the Bible is that rich people are being rewarded by God. The reason that they're rich is that God gave them riches, and thus why they deserve to be as opulent and rich as possible. You should demonstrate your wealth at all because it shows that God has blessed you.
Oh, you know what? That sounds like something an asshole would say.
Yes. Yes, it does.
Sounds like something Kirk Cameron would say.
There it is.
Because he did.
Well, please make another Left Behind movie, please. Please. Fuck you.
Literally,
Fuck you.
that's the premise of Saving Christmas.
Saving Christmas.
It's about him explaining why it's okay to be super wealthy at Christmas.
Why is it every time I see the stable of actors that work in films like that, or the David A.R. Whites of the world, why is it that every person, or the God's Not Dead ones, every actor or Duck Dynasty making an appearance, why is it their very presence makes my skin crawl? Doesn't matter your race, your national, it doesn't matter. As long as you're a rich white person, I know that's important to these films, but they also like, a slap of color, just a little bit in here. But each one of these actors who agrees to be in movies like that, I can't. They make me feel uncomfortable, like they're going to touch me, and I don't want them to touch me. It's funny how we got here. Like we can never stay on about, especially when the movies were as bad as these last two.
Yeah.
Like, they just weren't good. Although, again, if I had to, I would sit through Brain Scan again.
Mhm.
I would not sit through Threesome again.
Really?
No. I'd rather laugh my ass off during Brain Scan.
Because you love the trickster.
I do love the trickster. And
and he loves you too.
Well, I feel like he and I would have a very kind of relationship like they had in Threesome. We wouldn't ask. We'd just go for it with each other. I'm lonely. He's lonely.
Eventually, Josh Charles realized that he wasn't gay, and he went and fucked Lara Flynn Boyle, and that's how the movie ended.
That's like the perfect white 90s film right there. Except, guys, we gotta call Meg Ryan and Tom Hanks in for these. No one else can make a cute romantic comedy, you guys. We're not doing that.
Who's playing? Stephen Baldwin still playing Stephen Baldwin?
Oh, no, God, no. Alec Baldwin would be playing that one.
Now imagine Tom Hanks with his hand on Alec Baldwin's ass.
Okay, in the 90s, I could see it. Alec Baldwin's a very hairy man, for one. You saw Working Girl, right?
It's been a while.
He's fucking this girl in the beginning of that, and I'll never forget. Like, they're on the edge of a bed, and I'm like, wait, is he wearing a carpet? Like, it's going all the way up his back, his
Robin
legs.
Williams style?
Like, Robin Williams. Like, somebody shave him. And I don't want to hair shame because we all had it, but come on, Alec Baldwin. You're a millionaire. What's wrong with you?
You can afford a waxer.
You can totally afford a wax for 3. Come on. Although, and Tom Hanks, I'm sorry, I've had a crush on him since Splash. I'd watch him touch any man's ass. I'm fine with that.
There's a reason we didn't watch Philadelphia.
I know. Yeah, because I would have made it creepy. You're probably right. Because Antonio Banderas is in that too, and holy hell. Okay, I got a new ship. It's the two of them. I forgot about that they were together in that movie. They're no Klaus and Dave, but
Yes.
it's pretty hot. That's pretty hot.
Threesome.
Go see it now and tell them Steve Baldwin sent you.
The only reason people know what Threesome is before they listen to this podcast is because of the Challengers meme, which is going around, which is just picking 3 movie characters together in a picture and saying 3 for Challengers, please. My favorite, there's so many good ones. There's the Fight Club one is really good. It's just Brad Pitt and Helena Bonham Carter, and they say 3 for Challenge.
Oh my god! I gotta find this meme.
That was the winner of the internet this week.
That's fucking brilliant.
Like they did it with Singing in the Rain.
3 for challengers. That's so great. Let's see.
Challengers may or may not have to do with a threesome.
I'm sure it does, because I saw both of those guys kissing her cheeks like they were going to throw her back on that bed and give her a good rogering. That's
that
what it
scene
looked like
doesn't go where you think it's going to go.
It does. It never fucking does.
But tennis has never been hornier. Tennis is sex.
Tennis is sex, right? Love, love. Love, love.
Tennis is all kinds of sex.
I can't find any of these memes, and it's pissing me off.
Just type in 3 for challengers meme.
Somebody like they use The Simpsons and like, now that's how you make a tennis movie. God, I love The Simpsons so fucking much. Oh, look at Zendaya's face on that one. Wow.
She pretty. She's so pretty.
She's gorgeous, but she's like, I'm gonna fucking rock your fucking world in that picture. So
It's so cool.
they
Love
kiss her neck and then they pray with her, right? That's what the
That
movie's
is how.
about.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
where that scene ends. Is the prayer. They fix each other some tea.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Little chamomile.
do they have?
And then she tucks them in.
They truly have a come to Jesus moment in that. That's great. That's great. I look forward to that. Oh, little Tommy Holland's face. Look at here. He looks so sad. Don't kiss my girl. Little Tommy Holland, like we go way back. I do that with Robbie all the time. Little Robbie Sheehan. That little Robbie Sheehan. We're good pals.
So, like, if you're gonna take 3 characters from Umbrella Academy and like 3 for challengers them.
I would do. Oh God, it can't be Klaus and Ben, but Ben's in so many pictures with Klaus.
It's, yeah.
Shit. 5 Hazel and Cha-Cha. 5 the handler.
Oh.
And what's his name? Who does the
Herb.
So
Oh
Oh no.
my god.
Oh no.
No.
I love it. I'm trying to think of other little 3s that we could do.
Who's your favorite movie trio?
Oh, that's hard because they're good on the road movies, but The Road Within for me is gonna be Robbie
Oh,
and Zoe Kravitz and Dev Patel. Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah.
Now imagine them.
Actually, that's what I was talking about earlier. I'm like, hey, now that's a movie I would watch. Whether it's, yeah, I mean, I either configuration, any configuration of those 3, I'm fine. Bring it on. And it would be well acted and with good music. Yeah, I'll take it. 3 for challengers, please. God. That's so horrible. God, I hope he never listens to this. Because I say the stupidest shit. And I'll never have a chance if he hears me. You know what I mean? Like, it's out there. It's happening. Oh my God. So I type in challengers.
3 for challengers.
So, yeah, but okay, here's the thing though. I don't need SpongeBob and Patrick reacting to the challenger exploding. Fucking hell,
that's
dude.
not important.
Hey.
But hey, Patrick, Sandy Cheeks, and SpongeBob. 3 for challengers.
3 for challengers. Any configuration of the Three's Company. Right? Any one of them. 3 for challengers, right? Oh my God, that's great.
Jack, Mr. Roper, Mrs. Roper.
Yes.
Jack, Larry, and Janet.
Jack, Larry, and Janet. Mr. Roper, Larry, and Jack. How about that one? Mrs. Roper, Larry, which I could see those 2. And probably Chrissy Snow. Yeah, I could see that. I could see all that happening. Who would you do it with the cast of Full House? Obviously. I think
it's Uncle Joey, Jesse, and Danny.
Danny, obviously.
Yes.
Obviously, there it is.
I know everybody else is going Danny. They're going Danny and Rebecca.
Yeah.
But no.
No, you keep the core 3. I agree. I'm totally with you on that one.
Oh my god.
Supernatural, do they have a...
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Oh my god.
It would
my
be
God.
Cass, Sam, and Dean, right? Would that be the first?
Maybe, or it could be Dean, Cass, and Crowley.
Oh, there's that.
That would make
too.
sense.
Yes. That's good. That's
That's a good
good.
one.
Now my mind's just like the Joker, Two-Face, and Batman. 3 for challengers.
Danny, Drew, and Curtis.
Danny, Drew, and Curtis. There it is. There it is. I'm here for this.
The Muppets.
Oh.
Gonzo, Miss Piggy, and Kermit.
Yeah, because Fozzie's definitely ace. There's no way. You know what I mean? Like, do you think?
Yeah.
Totally ace. I just can't see Fozzie fucking anybody.
No.
Uh-uh. Man doesn't wear pants. You can pretty well see what's going on.
Well, Kermit's not exactly always in clothing. Rolf, the Swedish chef, and Beaker.
Now do Bluey.
Oh God.
It's Bluey.
No.
Oh no! Come on! Did you see that clip of that woman who was on a podcast who said that she would fuck the shit out of Bluey's dad?
No, what the fuck?
I mean, for real.
Nice.
For real. It was,
No.
look up Leon Lush because he actually covered it. It was this woman. She's on a podcast and they're all talking about like, oh, I do him out. She's like, well, I mean, she goes, I would fuck the hell out of that dad from Bluey. I mean, he's got that great. No, but it gets worse. She's like, he's got that great accent. He's a good dad. He's all that. She goes, the guy who does his voice in real life, uglier than fuck. But like, I would totally fuck. And I'm like, you're a total cunt.
Shit.
You are. I don't know what your name is, but you're a total cunt. And you're also weird because there's not been a cartoon in my life that I ever wanted to fuck. Not one. Not one.
Mm-mm.
And I watch Archer. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I was a very small child, but there were some feelings for Jessica Rabbit that I'm not really willing to explore.
Oh, that's what I was going to say. Lana Kane on Archer. That's how I feel. She's fit. Okay. But I'm not going to fuck her.
MJ
She's
desperately
not real.
trying to stay out of this conversation. Look at this. Look at their face. It's like they're running through a list. Like, don't say it. Don't say it. Don't say it.
We are
Oh my
awful
God.
people, right?
Yeah.
We know that, right?
Yeah,
we can
we know
acknowledge
that.
Okay. Sean, what's our
think we're
movie
aware.
next week?
Threesome sucks and it ends in a threesome.
Yeah.
So there you
Yeah, and they can't look each other in the eye after that. So, I mean,
go.
just be careful who you choose to throuple or threesome
Just
with.
mind yourself when you're getting in the devil's threesome what might happen.
Smoke the devil's lettuce. I love the devil's lettuce. What is our movie?
Fuck off.
Why is it taking you so long?
Look.
3 for challenge. Just trying to think of 3 more. There's got to be one second.
Yeah,
Oh,
Rich, go ahead. What is you I got?
Oh boy.
I almost did. I was going to do Grunkle Stan.
Anywhere with that one. Just what?
It's not far out of the realm of thinking. Grunkle Stan's kind of hot. I'd fuck him.
Grunkle Stan.
I hope people even know what that cartoon is.
Where's
It's
the-
Gravity Falls,
Is that the guy in
motherfuckers.
the fez in his
Yeah.
underwear all the time?
Yep.
Yeah, matter of fact, I'm pretty sure I have slept with him in real life. The live action Grunkle Stan.
Oh.
Anyway, what movie are we watching next week?
Either Clean Slate with Dana Carvey
Oh, God.
or Three Ninjas Kick Back.
Oh, no. Didn't we do 3 Ninjas last year?
Did we?
Yeah, we had a three Ninjas movie.
No, Surf Ninjas.
Oh, they're all ninjas. Does it matter?
So that's your pitch? Is three?
No, I Clean Slate. I'll do. I like Dana Carvey. He hasn't done anything weird on Fox News, so that's good. I know, if I remember correctly, Clean Slate is stupid as fuck. So
He plays a detective who has no memory.
short term, isn't it? Or
You know,
no?
he
Yeah,
can't remember anything.
yeah. I'd rather watch that than anything we've watched at all. So that's all I'm saying.
Mhm.
Yeah. Now, if you use Dana Carvey, Mike Myers,
And Tia Carrere.
and Tia Carrere, yep, 3 for challengers right there.
Or Lara Flynn Boyle,
Oh.
playing the same character
Oh,
from
God.
Threesome.
It was the same character that she played in Wayne's World. It was the exact same fucking character. Damn, bitch.
All she needed was a neck brace.
That was a great bit, though. God, Mike Myers, why do you suck so bad? You've ruined my childhood.
It's so bad, isn't he?
Shit. So bad.
Ugh, why didn't he make a movie with Stephen Baldwin?
I'm telling you. Stephen Baldwin, Daniel Baldwin.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Wait, is there another Baldwin?
William,
William
the
Baldwin.
good Baldwin.
Oh, no, we like him. We're not going to do
Daniel,
that. Daniel,
Stephen, and Alec. There's only 4 of them,
I
right?
know, but I was going to try and throw in like a girl that I do. Oh, Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh.
there's,
Free for challenge.
there's the unrelated Baldwin, Adam.
Adam Baldwin?
Yeah.
He's unrelated?
I believe he's not related to the other Baldwins.
That's probably okay.
Because he's terrible, too.
He is mod. Yeah, I remember Adam Baldwin.
I once argued with him on Twitter for an entire day about gay marriage.
I remember you talking about that. Yes.
I was 4.
Past lives. 3 for challengers.
Oh,
Come on, it's true.
that's sad and
All
beautiful.
3 of it is sad and beautiful.
It is.
Aw. But like for some reason I keep thinking 3 for challengers. I keep thinking of like Threesome, this movie, and then I keep going to Human Centipede, and I don't know why. It's like-
The Human Centipede, 3 for challengers.
We'll see you next week for Clean
Have you not
Slate.
seen Human Centipede?
I have not. No.
Show them the Human Centipede. So these 2 bonus podcasts, these 2 girls are in Germany partying. They're and it's a rainy night and they're in this like forested area and their car breaks down. So they wander into the forest looking for help and they come across a house. And inside this house is a man who has another man chained to his wall. And he takes the 2 girls hostage and then he fuses them ass to mouth to this Asian man.
Let me know if you need a hug.
What?
Yeah. Fuses them.
I'm.
He sews their mouth to anus.
So if they take a shit.
Oh.
It passes through all 3.
Yep.
Oh God, this is.
You didn't deserve this, and Sean shouldn't have brought it up. But it is funny when you think 3 for challengers.
Well, they needed a context for the joke.
Oh my God, that is so funny though.
Ooh.
That is. I'm gonna forget that movie now. I'm gonna pretend like I didn't even.
Scooby, Shaggy, and Scrappy.
Oh, what's Scrappy? Is he of age? Can he give consent? 3 for challengers. Shut up, Scrappy. Sit down.
Mindy Kaling's going to steal that joke.
Oh my God. That's why everything that I say gets canceled. Everything I do gets canceled. And that show should have been canceled before it started.
Yeah.
Oh, it was bad.
Mm.
It was bad.
Oh my God. Twilight is the original 3 for challengers.
No. High Society is the original 3 for challengers. That's great. Did you see like Grace Kelly like making out with both Frank Sinatra and Bing Crosby at the same time? I mean, they're crooning in your ear. They're just going
Sinatra's
down.
moving his hand is.
Oh, moving it to Bing's butt. Whoa. You know, oh God, I'm very aroused right now.
And they all play tennis.
And they all
This is off the rails.
I don't understand us
I
anymore.
don't know what's happening. I just.
The Human Centipede of podcasts.
Ass to mouth. Ass to mouth. Clean slate next week, guys.
MJ's going to need a clean slate.
Oh my God.